Hello and welcome back to another video where today I'm going to show you how to do a cloth simulation. Let's get started. First thing we're going to do is delete the default cube. Then we're going to press Shift A, Mesh, and we're going to add in our plane that we'll use as our cloth. We're going to press S and then Y to scale along the Y axis, and then we'll press S and scale it a tiny bit along the Z axis. Press G and Z to move it up a bit. We're then going to get an object that we're going to put the cloth over. So we're going to Mesh. Let's do it with a monkey actually. So mesh, monkey, rotate that towards us. There we go. You don't have to, you can just move your camera by pressing the middle mouse wheel. But let's move it up a bit. There we go. We'll also move our cloth up a bit, so press G and Z to move it up. First thing we're going to do is going to set up the cloth. So we're going to go to physics, going to set up cloth. And then this will have like particles and other bits, but we will leave this for now. Oh no, cloth. There we go. This is what I was looking for. So we're going to now set up our cloth. We're going to click on our cloth. We're going to go down to physical properties and we're going to press cloth. We now have loads of other settings, but there's only going to be a few that we want to focus on. First thing we're going to want to focus on is going down to collision, and we're going to enable self collision. The other thing we're going to want to do is we're going to want to right click on this and we're going to subdivide it. Oh, never mind. We're going to subdivide it and then we're going to increase the number of subdivides. This just gives us more detail to work with. Then, yeah, we'll leave it at 10 subdivides. If we need to, we can always subdivide it again later. And now we're going to go and click on our monkey. We're going to click on collision, and then we can leave it as that. We're also going to right click and shade smooth. So this isn't done, but let's first press place and see what it looks like. It's not too bad. You can see there's not really much to it, and it gets a bit crumbly. So what we're going to do is we're going to restart it. We're going to click on our cloth. We're going to go to modifiers. We're going to then add ourselves a solidify modifier. We're also going to add ourselves a subsurface modifier. And what this will do is, if we take a look, it will just sort of give it a bit of thickness to it. So we'll maybe increase the thickness to 0.2. So it's still not much, it's still like cloth, but it's something there. And then we're just going to leave them, and now if we press space, it gives it a bit more just sort of like thickness and depth to the cloth, and it doesn't just go all crumbled up straight away. Okay. Now we have our cloth and we've thrown it on some objects. We can do some other things with it. Number one, we can maybe drag it over some objects. So if we get ourselves a cube again and drag this up, and we'll grab ourselves our cloth and move it down a bit. If we press tab, go to vertex, add a new group, we can then make sure we select these corner ones here. There we go. And we can assign them. We can now, if we go to the physics properties, outside of tab, so head to physics properties, we can now go down to shape, make sure it's got drop down, pin group, and press group. We add the collision object to our cube and we press enter. You can see that those points there sorry, my microphone just died. We press space, you can see those points stay there, and it lets the cloth wrap around it. We go back to the start now, and we add ourselves. No, if we press I to lock the rotation there, and then with G, no, later on down it, so if we go to 80, it might look a bit weird, but just trust me with this. And we press G, and then we go press Y, and drag this part along there a bit more, and then we press I location again, go back, and press space. You can see it sort of gets pulled along and hits the other objects. we now work out where it was from 0 and go to 140. You go to 140 and duplicate that keyframe to there. We can now have it go over the cube, turn round, and come back. And it will also just hit her into the cube there. Something else we can do is if we grab ourselves some more objects, get ourselves a cylinder, we move it along and rotate it, and then add ourselves the collision modifier, and when you quickly restart, you can see that it can just interact and hit and slide along other objects. Just a really cool mechanic with Blender you can do with cloths and cloth simulations. I hope you enjoy, I hope you learned something, and I hope you have fun. Please consider liking, and I'll hopefully see you in the next video. Bye! Bye!